Hello everybody, I am Krishna Rao Patro, Associate Professor in the Department of Computer Science Engineering from Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Today we'll start on Python programming. Python programming is the important programming language nowadays. It is one of the very popular programming language. This particular language, it was designed and developed by Mr. Guido van Rossum. He is the main person behind this particular language. Rossum published this first version of Python in the year 1991 itself. Python is derived from ABC programming language. ABC was the old language. From that language, he has got the idea and he designed this language. Rossum chose the name Python since he was a big fan of the Monty Python's Flying Circus. Python is now maintained by a core development team at the institute, although Rossum still holds the vital role in developing this particular language. Mr. Guido van Rossum, he is the person from Netherlands and he has designed this language from ABC. And this language is open source and it is completely managed by Python Software Foundation. This language having different features. It is scalable, it is object-oriented, it is functional, and it is event-driven also. The Python having different versions. First version was released in the year 1991. Second version 1.0, it was released in the year 94. Second version was released in the October 2020. Version 3 was released in the year 2008. And now the recent version was 3.9. Python is a general purpose, dynamic, high level and interpreted programming language. So try to understand the every word of the sentence. It is a general purpose. That means you can use for any type of application. It is dynamic. Okay? It is not static. Because every language can be a static or dynamic, where Python comes under dynamic in nature. It is a high level also. That means easy to read and easy to understand. As well as it is interpreted language. Because every language depends on either interpreter or compiler. Whereas our Python depends on interpreter. That's why it is called interpreted programming language. It's clear? It is simple and easy to learn. Provides lot of high level data structure. Python supports lot of libraries. Those libraries will be helpful to develop any application. That's why most of the time even school students, they are learning easily without even depending on much teacher. Python is easy to learn. It is a powerful, versatile scripting language which makes it attractive for application development. So, you can develop any application with the help of Python easily. Python's syntax and dynamic typing, which is interpreted in nature, which makes it ideal language for scripting and rapid application development. It is having dynamic typing. That means during runtime, it will decide what type of the data. Whereas other programming is a static typing. That means during the early stage, you have to declare what type of variable. Whereas in Python, no need to declare any variable type. Python supports multiple programming pattern, including object-oriented, imperative, functional, or procedural programming style. That means using Python, you can develop object-oriented programming language. Object-oriented program. You can develop imperative programs. You can develop functional programs. You can develop procedural programs. That means it supports different varieties of styles. Next. Real world application where exactly Pythons are used. Pythons are useful to develop web-oriented applications. Pythons are useful for general purpose. Python useful for game development. That means you can develop gaming software also. And Python also useful for scientific and numerical applications. Nowadays, people are using this particular language for AI and ML, artificial intelligence and machine learning applications. Python also useful for enterprise level or business applications. Python also useful for education programs and training courses. Python also developed for language development. So you can use this particular language for all types of application. That's why Python is very, very popular. And you can see the history. What are the rating? You can see what are the different programming languages are available in the market. And in that set, Python is the top. See the graph. In the graph, it's given different programming languages. So in industry, so many people are there with different natures, with different requirements. So if you see, there are languages like Julia, Ruby, Go, Scala, Sys, Stata, PHP, VBA, C Hash, MATLAB, Bash, C, C++, Java, R, SQL, Python. At the top, you will find Python. That means most of the people, they are preparing Python nowadays. So you have to learn this Python language properly. There are different flavors of Python. Flavors of Python are nothing but different types of Python compilers are available, which are useful to integrate with various programming languages into Python. So you can integrate Python with other application also. The following are some of the important and popularly useful used flavors of Python. C Python, which is integrated with the C application also. J Python means Jython, that is integrated with Java application. IPython, that is interactive Python. PyPy, Python XY, Ruby Python, Stackless Python, Active Python. Like this, there are various flavors of Pythons are there. So you can use any of the Python, but we will be more focusing on Python. Why Python is more popular? People are preparing Python because of these important features, which is easy to learn and easy to use. See, if it is not easy, people will not prefer to learn this language. Easy to learn means anybody can understand, anybody can read because of simplified way of writing the program and easy to remember the syntax. So all supports are available with Python. Python can perform complex tasks using few lines of code. You can write even large application in a simple way with limited code. So this limited code helps you to develop any complex application easily. As well as it is interpreted programming language. It is interpreted programming language. That means it depends on completely interpreter. Next, it is a cross-platform. That means it can run in any type of operating system also. You can develop in Windows and you can run in Linux. And you can develop in Windows, you can run in Solaris. So this class means platform dependency nature is not there. It is cross-platform. It is free and open source. You need not pay money for this. You can learn, you can install easily. It is open source. As well as it is object-oriented programming language. This particular Python supports object-oriented feature also, because nowadays almost all software they are preferring object-oriented design style. So this feature also available in Python. Python supports large varieties of libraries. Large standard libraries also available. This library will be helpful to develop any application. It supports GUI tool also. GUI means graphical user interface. So this will be helpful to design any GUI application. This is also can be integrated with C, C++, Java application. So Python program you can integrate with other applications which are written already in C or C++ or Java also. It supports dynamic memory allocation. So actually there are two types of memory allocation. One is static, second is dynamic. Our Python supports dynamic memory allocation. So during runtime, whatever the memory required, it will allocate automatically. Do not need to specify any data type of the variable because they are dynamic in type. So data type declaration also not required. It supports automatic memory management. Okay, these are the important features or important properties of this Python. That's why it is more popular. People are preferring all these features. If all these features are there, automatically you will be inclined to learn this particular language. Whereas in other programming language, you have to do manually. So whereas here automatic everything is available. That's why it is more popular nowadays. While working with Python, you have to use one of the environment, means IDE, integrated development environment. There is an environment called IDLE. IDLE. You can see now. Please observe here. This IDLE. Did you observe? This is the window, means interactive window. This particular IDLE will be working in two mode. One is interactive mode. Second is scripting mode. That means in interactive mode, you can type single commands, which is requiring only simple expressions. Those type of things you can solve in the interactive mode. Whenever the application requires multiple lines of code, there you have to go for scripting mode. So while working with Python, you can use either interactive mode or scripting mode. So in interactive mode, only single line of statement you can type. Whereas in script mode, multiple lines of statement you can do. Because while using the scripting mode, you have to write the separate file through editor and save as .py. Python's extension is .py. After saving the file, you can run and get the output. Please observe, yeah, this is the interactive mode of Python. Today I am using this 3.8.5. You can type here like this. I can type now print within bracket hello, H-E-L-L-O. I am printing a message hello. So hello is displayed. Single line of statement. Assume I want to write 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3. How much? 8. Automatically get 8. So this is called interactive mode. Okay. So you can come to interactive mode. You can type it. Assume I'll type 5 minus 7. What is the answer? The answer is minus 2. If I type here 5 into 2, that is 10. So whenever such type of simple things comes, you can use this interactive mode. Is it clear? Or I can type 5 into 6 minus 2. So 5 into 6, 30. 30 minus 2, 28. One more thing you can observe here. 10 by 3. 10 by 3 is how much? 3.3333. Because it gives you in decimal form. If I give 10 double slash 3, this is integer division. This will give only integer part. Only floor, this is also called floor division. Or is also called integer division. So whenever you want to get only integer value, go for double slash. If I write 10 modulus 3, that is reminder. Okay. If I write 10 double star 3, 10 to power 3, that is 1000. In Python, double star is power. So like this you can use. This is your interactive mode. If you want to go to scripting mode, what you have to do? In the scripting mode, you please observe here, there is a file. Click here, new file. Now you are getting a window, a small editor. There you can type like this. You can write print, multiple lines of statement you can write here. Print hello. Here there is no semicolon system. Every statement did not end with semicolon. Simply write print. Print. Okay. Print by. Print by. So when you type in this way, double quotes. Yeah. When you type, this is called scripting mode because you are writing multiple lines of statement. Multiple lines of statement. Print. Now, after typing all these things, you can save it. Control S for saving. Press Control S. I will save this file name as hello.py. Py is my extension. Then after this, please observe here. go to option. So there is go to run module. Yeah, there is a error. What is that error? PRI and print. P is written in lower uppercase, so it cannot be uppercase. So it should be lowercase because it is a case sensitive language. So you must know the nature. So you type here uppercase. Remove the uppercase, write lowercase. So our Python is case sensitive language. So you should write all the function in lowercase. Control S. F5. Press F5 to run. Yeah. Hello. Okay. Bye. Okay. Thank you. So today you have learned about all types of just basic part of Python. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.